What's up, my party people? This is your girl Nautica, and why did I say it like that? This is your girl Nautica, and welcome back to Goddess Chest TV. Alright, so what you're seeing in this first clip here is me taking out the time to create my own prosthetic horn. And what I used was a little bit of Play-Doh as modeling clay, and I shaped it into the shape I wanted, and then I powdered it with a little bit of translucent powder, and now I'm coating it in a layer of liquid latex. So before I get to anything else, I want to also say that I was very nervous about using Play-Doh as modeling clay because I had never seen anybody do it, but it really is a cheaper alternative. I had some in the house, and the only reason why I think it stayed up like it did and held its shape was because it was a little dry when I initially shaped it. So now what I'm doing is I'm wrapping some tissue paper around the base of the model and covering it in liquid latex. This is going to create the base shape of the horn that we are going for. I'm not the greatest. I'm not the greatest at creating my own prosthetics. This isn't the first that I've created. I've created a few scars, and I'll show you I'll insert a few pictures of that. But yeah, I'm not the greatest. I'm still learning. But see, now you see me adding a layer of tissue to the top portion of this prosthetic, and that's gonna help give us the shape that we want. I like adding tissue because it really does give us a stronger, more solid structure. I'm sure liquid latex on its own does that, but you know. I'm also using a spatula. I could have used a brush for this process, but I really like the efficiency of using a spatula because all I have to do is just roll the dried latex off, and it comes right off. It's so easy to clean. I love to use it for everything. I like to use it to mix my paints. I like to use it to do this and apply things. It just makes application so easy. So here we are with the finished look. Well, not finished, but so far. And now I'm just adding a bit of detail. And now I'm going to peel it up once it's all dry. Now, you want to take your powder. Powder is key when removing and just anytime you're using any type of liquid latex. You want to use some powder to remove and keep everything from sticking to each other. As you can see here on the edges, everything's just kind of sticking together. And I want to also talk about the edges while this is being lifted. I was going for some thin edges, but I really just ended up cutting it all off and using just a stump look. The way I applied the horns on, they kind of did blend into the skin, not very well, but I could have really done a better job of doing it. But I was doing this at like 2 in the morning, trying to just get an idea out and just see what I wanted to do, because I'm new to this stuff, and so I'm by far not a professional. So just trying stuff out, y'all, but it really did come out very well. So yeah, as you just want to take your time and slowly lift and add a little bit of powder to the edges, to the bottom, so that it doesn't stick to each other. It really makes all the difference. All right, so we have it completely lifted off the parchment paper, which, by the way, I used my own eyeshadow palette to create a base for this. Anyway, so it's off, and as you can see, it looks really nasty. But it's off the paper. And so what I'm going to do now, while it just went blank like so, I'm going to get ready to peel this off. Now again, I use Play-Doh, and the Play-Doh is still kind of soft, and I wanted to make 2 different horns. I just was so nervous about changing the shape. I didn't know how it would turn out, but it actually didn't turn out that bad. So you want to roll up and powder as you go. That way you keep everything from sticking to itself, and then once you have it powdered up, you're ready to pop it back outside out, and boom, you have a prosthetic that you can use for your look, whatever you want to do, all that good stuff. All right, so now for the application process. I definitely did not keep that smile, which honestly, looking back, I probably should have, because it really did. I did a good job on the teeth. I'm horrible with teeth. I really hate drawing teeth on my face because I have big lips, and it's just not that easy, honestly. But anyway, so I'm playing with it, seeing how I want to place it. I could have cut a little more off on the edges, but I really didn't want to. But I have a very closely made forehead. It's very small, but I did get some of the liquid latex in my edges and in my eyebrows, but I definitely use oil to get it up. Don't do that to yourself. You will not have edges if you try to do that. That's not, you're not supposed to get it in your hair. But anyway, I took some liquid latex to the bottom, and I used it as an adhesive, and I was just playing with the placement, because honestly, I wear glasses. I should have worn my glasses when this process was going on, but I didn't. I know. But anyway, I had to take it off, figure it out, put it back on, take it off, figure it out. And now I'm taking a Q-tip, and I'm just pressing and placing a little bit of liquid latex around the edges. Now, I'm not the professional that I want to be right now, but I do know that if you want a nice, not flawless, but a nice blend, you want to use a cotton ball or cotton swab or a sponge to apply and blend out the latex or the adhesive. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking my time. I'm trying to be very meticulous about where I'm placing it, and also how it looks blending out. This was a very fun look to do, because I had never actually used a prosthetic of my own that I made. Actually, no, that's not true. I have used my own prosthetics before, but this is just the first time that I've actually just going for a full-blown horn look or something really grotesque-ish, I guess. The scars I created, I have yet to use because I just haven't had a look to use it with. Oh, and that's showing you the liquid latex that I'm using. I'm gonna insert a picture of it, but I really wanted to let you guys know that that's what I was using. Is creature liquid latex. I got it off Amazon. So yeah, I'm repeating the same process. Ooh, it's on there. Yes ma'am. And I'm drinking my Arnold Palmer from Taco Mac. So good. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm extra. Oh, so what I'm doing now is something that I literally came up with on the fly. I wanted to add texture. I wanted to add texture to my cheeks, and honestly, I didn't know what I'm doing. I just was trying something out. But what I wanted to do was give myself some really raised cheekbones. Now I know what to do. Now I know to add baking soda to liquid latex to get it to clump in that way, but I didn't know that then, so I tried to use tissue, but honestly, there's not enough tissue in the world to get the cheekbones as high as I needed them. Honestly, there was, but I just didn't want to do that because I would have had to completely keep layering layer after layer of tissue roll, like tissue pieces, so that I could have the height that I wanted. So even in this video, I didn't achieve the height that I wanted, but it's all good. Like, the look came together. And again, this is just the idea that I had, that I wanted to place down. Like, even with the horns, like, you can see they're not even. That one I could have definitely on the left, but really on our right, looking at the screen, it could have been like, you know, towards the center more, but it's whatever. You know, you gotta follow your dreams, y'all. You gotta do what you want, man. You gotta go out here and be you, live your best life, and stop listening to people. If I listen to people, I wouldn't do the work that I wouldn't do this shit if I listen to people. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so taking out the time to lay down that. And the key with liquid latex is you want to blend it down first and then add stuff on top of it. That way it blends better into the skin. You don't get these big chunks. I actually made a prosthetic a little while ago when I was making the scars, and it was like tendons, open tendons and skin and stuff. It was so gory and nasty. The only reason why I couldn't really use it was because, y'all, I didn't blend out the edges well enough for it to go flush with the skin. Edges are so important when it comes to prosthetic making or prosthetic application. You have to blend out your edges. I'm not a professional, but that is something I learned very quickly. It would just not look right at all. And so, you know, that's like the first lesson you want to get down, or the first skill you want to get down with creating your own prosthetics is just really get down with like your edges being more flush and taking your time with your edges, because you literally will waste your time creating a look because your edges won't be looking right, and so in turn the look just doesn't look right, and it doesn't make any sense to do that. So take your time with this kind of stuff. It really makes all the difference. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys go enjoy some music, and I'll be back to explain the next steps. Oh, and also, as you can see, I wiped off the smile. Like I said, in hindsight, I could have kept it, but honestly, it was like going on 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was ready to go to bed, and I just really wanted to get this look down. I was surprised I even recorded it. So yeah, here y'all go. Ew, my Mayron Paradise Aqua Paint palette looks so nasty, but it is what it is. Alright, y'all, I'll be back later. party people, I am back. And so as you can see, I am placing some blue stuff on my face. So this is from the Mayron Paradise Aqua Paint palette. Basically it's just a blue color from this water activated face paint palette from Mayron. I really love this palette. By the way, I'm going to insert 2 different pictures. The first picture is going to be like a brand spanking new Mayron Paradise Paint palette, because I really want you guys to see it. It looks so cute and nice. And then I'm going to insert a picture of mine which both of them are mine, but the one I'm using right now, and it looks so raggedy because y'all, I don't record a lot of these looks, but I have done a lot of looks over the past few months this year. Like, I've just got the palette this year and it's already gone. So, you know, whatever. But anyway, so I'm gonna lay I don't know why I can't talk. I'm gonna lay a nice layer of blue color down. So I don't know what I was going for. I honestly don't know. But obviously this character's skin tone is blue, so I'm trying to get every crack, every crevice as blue as I can get it. And I don't want any patches, I don't want any streaks, I don't want any of that. So I'm just taking my time to really coat my face and my skin with this blue color. You know, at first I was like, this is giving me like Mystique vibes. Like, every time I use this blue color, I always think Mystique from like X-Men, but I could never. So I'd stay in my lane. But I'm just trying to get every crevice, everything, even around the horns, because I want it to look like, you know, I got blue skin around it. Now, I do add my own details later, of course, like, of course. But I just wanted to make sure that I got an even base layer. Now, the key thing is, I always do this. I go in with a lot in every space, crevice, everything, when in reality I didn't need to do that. I should have mapped out everything that I wanted, but again, it was like 4 in the morning. I really didn't want to take that much time to do this, and this video is like 30 something minutes long, and honestly it was like 2 to 3 hours of like footage that I had to get into 30 minutes. So y'all, the power of editing. So you're gonna take all that down on your neck. Every little brown piece you see, I'm gonna have to cover that. Now, I didn't cover every literal brown part of me, like every patch of skin, but at this point I was like, okay, let me try to get as close as I can. You know, I'm already here, might as well. I went so deep in my ear, y'all. I'm still getting blue shit out of my ear. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, like, I was cleaning my ear the other day, and I had the faintest little blue hue come off on a Q-tip, and I was like, what is this? What is this madness? I'm gonna tell y'all that. Now, another thing I will say, this is water activated paint. It comes out so easy. Like, it's really no hassle. But when you have to go in like crevices like this, it's really hard, because like, who pours water in their ear? Come on now. I don't. I sure as hell don't. So I definitely wasn't gonna get that out of my ear as fast as I thought. I didn't think about it like that, but now I'm realizing I totally messed up by going in my ear like that. But that's just the name of the game, man. You know, if you try to get that look, you trying to be a whole nother person, you trying to be different, you gotta go the long way. So that's just like the cost of being, you know, being fire at this art shit. Okay, so clearly I'm almost done laying down this foundation. of what we call blue paint. Yup, yes sir. Yes sir. Which honestly, looking back, I really did a good job laying out the paint because it really looked good. Like sometimes I do these looks and I just be like, what the hell? I'm ready to give up, and I do give up. I wipe it all off. I go to bed because I'm usually doing this shit at like, again, 4 in the morning, because I don't get time throughout the day to do this because I work and I have responsibilities. And this is more of a hobby, so it has to wait, you know, unfortunately. And so by the time I get ready to start, I really don't have time for error, which is really bad because you have to give yourself time to mess up and wipe off and start over. You have to, because it's not, I don't care who you are, this process is never perfect, especially when you're experimenting with a look. So it is what it is. I learned something in this moment. I definitely could have blended that into my edges a little better, that blue. But anyway, so I'm working on the details of the horn. I'm going around the horn with this really dark black. It's same aqua paint, but it's just really black, and I'm trying to just create some shape and detail to the look, because again, this is one of those looks where I did not know exactly what I wanted to do. I did have a face chart as to what I was going for, and I didn't actually go for it all the way because I still, again, I erased that mouth because I feel like it could have been a little better, and I really didn't want to waste time focusing on the mouth because it takes me hours, y'all. I cannot exaggerate this. I cannot stress this enough. It takes me hours to do a teeth look, like not just any old mouth look, like teeth look, like very detailed teeth. I never know what kind of teeth I want to go to or do. I always overdo it with the color. It just all looks muddy and messy, and yeah, it's a mess. So, but if you ever checked out my Cheshire cat inspired Halloween look from last year, you'd see it took me a while, and I never really talked about that video a lot, but it took a lot of layers to get to where I wanted it to be on that look. So I just have a love-hate relationship with the teeth in this situation. So I'm adding some more detail, all of that good stuff. I think I've talked enough, so I'm just gonna leave and let y'all finish the video. We'll check in at the end, and then that'll be it. You know, that's what it is. There's no extra. Yes, look at that. And I'm creating a smile, which honestly I really liked it. I think it could go another look, but I really like this smile because it's like an extended grin without really having a grin. I like it. hopping back in towards the end again, like I said. So like I said, I was adding a little bit of detail, and that detail it also included a little bit of dusting of eyeshadow for color, because I really wanted to add somewhat of a definition or somewhat of some dimension to this look. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I had to do what I had to do, because I really was over it at this point. I was so exhausted and I was so ready to go to bed. So I just grabbed me some mascara. What would have been lashes, y'all. What would have been lashes. I grabbed mascara because honestly, like I said, I was tired. And I think I keep saying this because I really am partially disappointed at how this look turned out. But yeah, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, I do what I do. So yeah, in the future, if I ever try this look again, I'll definitely be adding more. And also in the future, I won't like pussyfoot around the look and the timing. But anyway, y'all, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.